I'm Tyrone, and you now tuning into the Hill Stevens podcast. Because if you ain't tuning in, I'm fucking your girl, long dick style, and that's non-negotiable.
That's right, it's your boy Gilbert here, WWS longest reigning light heavyweight champion. That's right, I said it, yes I did. And this is for all you YouTubers out there. You're first. That's right. You're first to turn into Around the Point. That's right, with Heel Steve. Heel Steve and Around the Point, baby. Just don't get no better.
Did this say that we're on? Ladies and gentlemen, we are now live. It is Sunday, November the 14th, 2021. It is 10:13 p.m. Eastern time here on the East Coast. It is starting to rain outside, but hey, It's part of winter, I guess, part of the fall, which I do not mind at all. What is going on, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, this is another installment of Around the Point. What is going on, everybody? It is me. It is Steve. We are back at it again. I want to thank you all for tuning in. If you are new to the YouTube channel, please, oh please, hit that subscribe button down below. Give the video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. And if you are watching this over on Twitch, twitch.tv, hit the follow button. We are trying to become a Twitch affiliate. That's also a big thing also for us. So there's that as well. We also have the super chat enabled. So if you guys want to leave a donation, it's completely optional. Links in the description box for that. And a lot of fun stuff. But I am not alone. I'm here joined, as always, by the good brother all the way in Detroit, the one, the only Big Mike. You can check him out on Twitter at DetroitGamer313. Michael, what is going on, buddy? How are you, bro? What is going on, Big Mike?
Steve, man, how are you doing, and how everybody in the chat is doing? Yeah, man, just here to talk some wrestling, man. Here to talk rumors and news and everything that happened in the past. So,
the good stuff, pal. The good stuff, if you will, man. It sucks that you couldn't be on
stuff, the real good stuff.
See, you got the Sprite bottle there. That the 1 liter bottle, bro? Is it?
Yeah, 1 liter.
Now we know what you gotta do with that, bro.
Yep.
But I used to do, right? Hold on, let me. There you go. For both of us here, pal. You know what I used to do back in the day? I used to fill that up with a cup, right? And I would get it a certain color. No, we're not talking that. We're not talking purple. No.
Okay.
I had to grab a cherry Jolly Rancher, like 3 or 5 of them shits, bro. And on the Sprite, let just shake it up a little bit. Oh man,
okay,
that shit to be rocking back in the day. Used to be my shit back in the day. Believe it or not.
Well, guess what? You're only missing the drugs, and you would have had lean.
Listen, I've had it before, bro. I've had it before. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne classic. Me and my drink. I'm up in studio. Me and my drink. I miss old Lil Wayne. But that's a discussion for another day, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
How am I coming up, by the way? Am I coming out good? Audio-wise, everything? People, someone in the chat, let me know. All that fun stuff.
Let's check.
Let's check the good old playback for the safe sounds and all that fun everything.
Yeah, you sound good.
So I said this. Awesome, bro. We got a lot to get into. We're gonna get into Full Gear, which is mostly the focal of tonight's show. We're also going to talk about the big debut of Jonah, the former Jonah Rock, the former Bronson Reed, showing up in New Japan last night at their show in California, and thoughts on that. Top Dolla clapping back at Jinder Mahal and Shanky. And all hail King Roman Reigns, and I guess there's been changes going to Survivor Series, which we'll get into on the show here, guys. So again, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below, give the video a big old thumbs up, share it through social media, and a lot of fun hippity hoop. I'll tell your friends and all that stuff. Okay. We got people in the chat. We got Chief. What's up, guys? Just one more week, and it's time for turkey. Funny you say that, Chief, because literally, and I had to say it, right? On Thanksgiving Thursday, after I smoke, after I eat, I'll be going live on YouTube and on Twitch. I'll be doing a live Q&A. If you have not yet submitted your questions, head over to the video with this thumbnail that you see with the cheetah and all that stuff, right? Submit your question. 3 questions per person. It can be about whatever you want. And on Thanksgiving Thursday, I'll be live on the air after everyone eats and all that fun stuff, and I'll be answering your questions. Okay? So there's that also. Reading the comments here as well. Sup, guys? Sup from Eric Clark. Full Gear was insane. Again, guys, we also have in the survey. We have a survey. We have a poll up. We got a poll up, man. We got a poll up. Mike, let me know how that poll looking, bro. Right now, the poll. Let me know how it's looking right now.
It is 75% hell yeah, fam, and 25% fam. I forgot all about it.
Well, at least there's honesty, though, bro. I'm not angry at that. At least there's honesty.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I see a poll like that, there's a part of me that would want to say, "Fam, I forgot all about it, yo." Just like you and Chick-fil-A getting it on Sunday, bro.
Right. Actually, I got some today, so it's pretty good.
Oh, me too, bro. Fresh out the truck, bro. We did say that Chase Covington was gonna be on tonight, but sadly, he is not gonna be on tonight. No Chase Covington. I guess he heard that Big Usman was going to be on here tonight, and guess someone scared him away.
Yeah, he didn't want to see Big Usman, so
broke his face.
He crawled back in his little. Yeah,
he would have broken his face. But anyway, I know. Mike, last night was AEW Full Gear. They went live last night, live on pay-per-view. Where it finally happened. The Hangman finally won the big one after people were saying consistent. Is that even the word? Long-term booking. People were telling me, hey, man, you got to trust that long-term booking, pal. You know what, though? I would say this. It's long-term booking played right. Like, you didn't really think about it up until now, right? For me, I thought the show was pretty good. I enjoyed watching the show. You know what I mean? Comparing this to All Out, though, I got to give All Out still the nod because of the surprises that they had. And just how it was this big ass of a show with all these surprises, just left, right. Not taking anything away from Full Gear. I thought the show was pretty good. You know, my only problem is, and I don't know how you may feel about this, or any of you guys watching right now, how do you guys feel about this? It just felt like a long ass of a show to sit through. And I know what y'all gonna say. How can you say you enjoyed the show, but it's a long ass of a show to sit through? Because it is. It is, and here's the thing about it. I get it though, in the sense of where it's AEW is a company that doesn't do monthly pay-per-views. They do these pay-per-views periodically, right? These periodic pay-per-views that happen 4 or 5 times a year. So you got to understand, they can get away with that, what have you. To me, though, it just felt long. It just felt long to sit through. Not every match had to be this long length of a match. I get it. You want them to showcase what they can do. That's fine. You know, which we'll get into match by match. We'll get into it. But for me, I thought the show was pretty good. I thought the opening and the main event were bangers. But it just, oh my God, bro, just to sit through that, bro, for almost 4 hours and a half, almost could have been 5 hours. Mike, what you think, bro?
Yeah, even watching the replay on stuff.
For the working man.
Yeah, even watching the replay stuff. Because I did sit through it. I think I watched all the matches all the way through up until I want to say after the 6-man Falls Count Anywhere.
Okay. I thought again the show was pretty.
I kind of skimmed through the rest of the stuff until the main event.
Oh man. So I did catch the buy-in. So the plan was last night, which by the way, myself, Walter, and Dave Sack did a live watch along on literally yesterday. It was the return of Wrestle Companion Full Gear. Myself, Dave Sack, Walter. In case you guys are wondering, are we gonna do one for Sunday? Because Sunday is Survivor Series, by the way. I don't know. That's the thing, or not. I'm not sure. Reason being, cause it's my grandma's birthday, so we're throwing her like a little party. We're going out to a dinner, so I don't know what time. I don't even know what time I'll be back. So there's a possibility that it might happen. It might not happen, and if it does happen, we're gonna be late. Just so you know ahead of time right now. But just so you guys know ahead of time, all right. But there's that. I did watch the buy-in. I don't know if you did or not. It was a 4 women. It was a tag team match. It was basically Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose and I guess it was Jamie Hayter. Match that I thought overall, again, you want to showcase these 4 women that are still in the tournament for that TBS title. I thought for Vicky Guerrero to be back in the same city where Eddie died, literally 16 years to the day. And she got a massive reaction from everybody, which was great to see. Again, even for me yesterday, it was tough to sit through. Again, that date for me is always difficult to sit through. But again, it's just part of life at this point at juncture as you get older and all that stuff. But I felt like for a match, it was just there, nothing to go crazy about. The team of Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida got the win. It's like at this point, why is I know why Nyla's there. I get it. But why is she eating the pinfall here? Why are we doing this? She's a former champion, for crying out loud. It's no reason for her to be selling these baloney moves.
Matter.
You know what I mean? And it's like, bruh, this is a former champion. You know what I mean? But there is that. Your thoughts? Did you watch the bio, Mike? Did you watch it, by the way? Okay, no. You did not watch the buy-in. It's fine. So then we kick off the main card. Reading the comments, by the way. Some of these matches didn't need to be that long from Chief. I agree. Yeah, it was so long from Eric Clark. So is Hangman back in the Dark Order? I don't even know, which we'll get into. Definitely, he definitely deserved it long overdue. So there's that. So we kick off the main card, the main pay-per-view card. We kicked it off with, I thought was a very good opener. Probably one of the best opening matches to a pay-per-view in one of the top ones of 2021 between MJF and Trevor, aka Darby Allin. I felt like, you know what, this needed to be a fight, and it was, considering the back and forth they've had leading up to this match. It felt real. It needed to feel real. You needed to feel, and I enjoyed the video that Darby did, right? Again, he didn't talk about it, but again, with leading up to it, I enjoyed that, right? But the match overall, just a good back and forth. I'll be honest here, I literally thought Darby was winning this match. I literally thought the way this shit was going, Darby was winning. Darby did a coffin drop on the apron of the ring. Ow. Fucking ow, bro. Mm-hmm. And I thought, again, MJF here, again, did his thing as well. Cheated to win with the help of the diamond ring. But that's what you kind of expect, though. I don't think they're done here, though. I think there's going to be another match down the road, maybe on one of these specials that Dynamite that they do. We'll see. But, Mike, your thoughts overall on the first opening match of the show here? Chat me up here.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite, and to single out like their singles matches with other people, but they still happen to be in the same match. This is one of my favorite Darby Allin and MJF matches. And it so happened it was them together. Because the match, it flowed well. Story was told, even though I didn't see the story because I didn't watch weekly for like the past 2 weeks. But just watching them in the ring, I understood. It was like a catch-up. It was like, oh, that must have happened in one of the weeklies. Oh, okay, I get it. And
you understood it.
Right, yeah, I got it.
Got you, brother.
I understood it. And that's a great that's a great example of great storytelling in a match. Most of their matches don't have that, and I think most people don't know that and get it confused with other things. But that's what great storytelling is that match. That's prime example.
Big facts. You can still hear me, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Because my computer was acting a little funny here. I don't know why, but it was for whatever reason. So there you go. We're good. We're good. So I got the results here just to read them here just in case. I'll fix it next time. God damn it. From there, we go on to the tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. We had the Lucha Bros versus FTR. As you guys may remember, a couple of weeks ago on Dynamite, FTR did beat the Lucha Bros for the AAA tag team titles. And again, here in the rematch now, you got these two tag teams that are probably one of the best in the business today. And FTR and the Lucha Bros. You know that if you give them the time to go out there, they're gonna kill it. They're gonna hit you a home run. And that's what they did here. Just a good back and forth. I did like that camera angle that they had in the match where it's Penta in the ring and he's literally again in front of FTR and Phoenix springboard into the shot like a superhero almost like I like that. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know about you, but I thought that was pretty cool. But when it was all said and done, again, these four guys went out there and they just beat the fuck out of each other. But when it was all said and done, the Lucha Brothers retained the AEW World Tag Team Championships. What you thought overall?
Mm-hmm.
What you think, Mike?
Thoughts? I mean, shoot, FTR matches, man. I feel like they're gonna hit a home run almost every time. Those dudes are like one of the top tag teams in professional wrestling, no matter what company they're in, because they're gonna give it their all, no matter what. Lucha Bros, they did a fantastic job, and I did like that angle where Phoenix like Superman into the shot. That was a beautiful shot that the camera work did. So yeah, but overall match was great. I felt like the finish was flat a little bit for me. I was like, whoa. I was like, okay, that's a little flat. But overall, I give it about like a A-minus. It was a good match.
Fair enough. Again, guys, if you guys want to chime in as well with your thoughts, we're talking about these matches. We would love to read them and all that fun stuff. Also, we do have a survey up in our chat, in the chat here. If you're on YouTube, we do have a survey. If you guys want to give that or answer the poll there and all that fun stuff, feel free to. So from there we go, and again, regarding FTR and the Lucha Bros, for FTR. I want to believe that they're going to be on their way to Mexico soon because, again, they are the AAA tag team champions. I think for them, that was great because, bro, again, to think where they were to where they're at now, able to even travel to Mexico, go in, as a foreign heel, which I think they will be, and I think they're going to make a lot of money out there. And they're going to hit a home run. Again, we'll see how that goes down the road, but I do see them having a match sooner than later. So from there, we go on to the finals of the AEW World Championship Title Eliminator, the tournament they've been having for weeks. Originally, it was going to be Jon Moxley versus Bryan Danielson. But we all heard what happened literally last week with Jon Moxley going into rehab. I hope things go well with him, and we do see him soon down the road. But I said to myself, I really thought, and I don't know about you, when all this happened, okay, Orange Cassidy is going to get a buy-in, right? No pun intended, but, a buy into the finals. And we're going to get Orange Cassidy versus Bryan Danielson. And you know for a fact that the diehard AEW fan, right? They want to see that match. They want to see it. They want to be there for it. They want to see the match. It's going to be crazy for them.
Right.
So I figured, hey, they might have done that, right? But no, they didn't do it. Instead, they decided to do Miro, who wasn't even in the tournament to begin with. Let that shit sink in for a second. Miro, who is a former TNT champion in his own right, which I think this version of Miro now is better than the shit they try to have him do when he came in. Right? They got rid of the gamer gimmick. He he shaved his head off. Right? He looked like he got into more shape. Right? He found religion, if you will. That's what it seems like, right? And I enjoyed this ass kicker Miro. Right?
Yeah.
And how the fuck did he not even go in the tournament to begin with is beyond me. But there we are.
Yeah.
Things happen for a reason. Right. And I thought again to think that these two guys had a match on SmackDown, I think in 2019 or 2018, as Daniel Bryan and Rusev. This is when Rusev Day was becoming a thing. Remember this shit? And look where that went. And if to see them now, it was a complete 180. Complete 360 to what they had before. Just them two beating the fuck out of each other. And that's what I like to see in my tournament final matches. How bad do you want it? You know what I mean? Again, a fucking fight, which is crazy because early in the day, there was a UFC fight night. It was Yair Rodriguez versus Max Holloway. A fight where two guys beat the fuck out of each other for 5 rounds.
Yep.
Right? And Max Holloway got the win. In the week before that, we had we basically had arguably the best opening fight in the history of the UFC of 2021 between Michael Chandler and Justin Gaethje. You could put that in the pro wrestling version of that, even though you can say that about Punk and Kingston. But again, these two guys went out to beat the fuck out of each other. When Bryan was throwing the kicks and Miro just ate them shits, I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy. When Bryan locked in the submission holds and shit, I'm like, okay, now you got to do this sprawl, transition to full guard. You kind of get where I'm going with that, right? Like I was getting my MMA on for a second there. But I felt at the end of the day, the right person got the win, that being Bryan Danielson. Now, do they do that result? Had it been Jon Moxley and Bryan, I don't hear anything about it, right? I get it. Bryan and Punk are your top stars, right? I get that. But eventually the question is who takes their first L? I literally thought Bryan was not going to lose here. I literally thought he was not losing here. But I do feel like he'll be the first guy to take the L.
All right.
What we now know is obviously Bryan Danielson is now the next number 1 contender. Your thoughts on the match, Mike?
Yeah, I thought this was Miro's best match in his career.
Really? Yeah. Really, bro?
It was the best match in his career. From the Rusev days to now. I feel like this is a totally different person that I'm watching. I feel like there's 100% effort. It was 100% effort back in his WWE days, but I felt like in-ring wise to his gimmick wise, it is meshing well. And it culminated in this match. And it showed him what level he is at now. And yeah, I felt like this is one of his best matches. I thoroughly enjoyed this match. Did it go on a little too long? Yeah, in my opinion. But hey, if you want it, you got to do whatever you got to do, and that's what both guys did.
Exactly.
And they did whatever they had to do to.
I'm sorry to cut you off there, but with things, I mean, I hate that cut. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't cut you off like Tony Khan, cut the girl from SC Scoops on the conference, which we'll get into. We'll get into that too. Okay, but with things opening up again, they kind of are loosening up the chains and restriction to Japan, in this forbidden door, this working relationship. I would love to see Miro in Japan. You can't sit there and tell me that you're seeing this version of Miro right now, and you would not want to see Tomohiro Ishii versus Miro. You would not want to see fucking, I don't fucking know right now, Jonah, who just debuted in New Japan last night, which we'll get into also in a little bit, right? Come on. Right. Shut up and take my money.
Right.
Read in the comments here as well. Right. How did WWE drop the ball with Miro? Simple. They just did not know what the fuck they had. They did not know what the fuck they had in Rusev Day. Sammy G writes here, do y'all think Hangman Page winning is bad for ratings? We'll have to wait and see. We have to wait and see what happens, these next couple of weeks. Once once they put him in this spot on television in the main event. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
Just to add on that too, it can't be no worse. Not saying that his reign was horrendous, but it was lackluster. It can't be no worse than Kenny Omega.
Well, which we'll get into also. We'll get into that in a bit. We'll get into that. Okay.
Yeah.
So after this, we had Christian Cage in the Jurassic Express versus the SuperKick of Adam Cole and Matt and Nick Jackson. Okay. For whatever reason, Christian, and again, they didn't explain. They did. I don't know if they did or not. I mean, let me see here. They had a Falls Count Anywhere match. Okay. Falls Count Anywhere match. But for whatever reason, Jurassic Express and Christian Cage all wore blue jeans to the match. For a Falls Count Anywhere match. I get it. It's do whatever the fuck you want to do. Right? And the Young Bucks were black and pink. Matt and Nick Jackson dyed their beard pink or spray painted pink, whatever the fuck it was. And here's the thing about it. I know a lot of you are going to go insane because it was the return of the SuperKick and all this stuff they do. You all go crazy for it. And I get that. And I'm not saying it was bad. I thought the match was pretty fun for what it was worth. But I was saying to myself, as I'm watching this match, I don't know how you guys feel about this, right? Had AEW been just a little bit more patient, we could have literally had last night for the first time ever. And tell me if you agree or not. And you guys in the chat, Mike, you listening to me right now, or you all of you in the playback, let me know on social media. Had AEW been more patient, just a little bit more patient for the first time tonight, you could have had last night. For the first time, you could have had Adam Cole versus Jungle Boy. I'm just saying. I know, for TV and all that stuff, but I really think, again, had they waited, you could have had this match tonight, and it would have been a banger of a match.
Yeah.
And my only issue is, bro, you're doing all this crazy spots with weapons and all this shit. And mind you, later on in the night, you have the Inner Circle and American Top Team who are having a Minneapolis street fight. What the fuck are you going to have them do? Like, you're taking the spotlight. You try to hog the spotlight. That's what I thought they were trying to do last night.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys felt about that. I don't know how you felt about that. But when it was all said and done, I ain't going to lie. The result shocked me. The result fucking shocked me. I thought SuperKick was winning this shit. But no, instead, you had Jungle Boy and Christian Cage hit a concerto on Nick Jackson. And then Jungle Boy scored the pinfall. I ain't gonna lie, when I saw that, I'm expecting Christian to turn heel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that didn't happen. So Jurassic Express and obviously Christian Cage got the win here. Mike, your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I thought the match was fun a little bit, but it's hard for me to get into Young Bucks matches anymore, man, because you just know what it's about now. You've seen it once, you've seen them all. You've seen one Super Clicks match, you've seen it all.
No, but now, bro, they come out with Nate. Now they come out with Jordan 1. They come out with, you wonder what they're going to be wearing this week. And I thought, okay, they're in Minnesota. What can they wear that's like, But they said they wore pink highs.
Yeah.
So it's like
it might have been I've never seen that shoe before. Those might have been customs.
I was betting the gate, but anyway. Again, am I wrong though for saying that again they hogged the spotlight from the Inner Circle and American Top Team?
Yeah, because to be quite honest with you, after seeing that match, I skipped the 10-man because I was like, "There's no point."
Oh, bro, nah, my guy. Reading the comments, by the way, you guys are awesome as always. D-Star here. Super Click should have won this. Now it makes them look weak. I disagree with that. I still think I don't think this is the end. I don't think this is a end of the feud. Because remember, they did say it was going to be Christian Cage with Adam Cole originally in that whole little notepad that Tony Khan had. So I don't know. I do think, though, that Adam Cole is going to be the one to kill the Elite from within. That's my thoughts. Agreed. Tony jumped the gun on Jungle Boy Adam Cole. Thank you, Chief. The MWN Network solid card right from the buy-in epic showcase of the roster and current form of glimpse into 2022. Christian turning heel on Jungle Boy will happen in due time. Jungle Boy still needs a bunch of work, from mic work to overall ring presence. His confidence, you can tell when he doesn't want to do promos. I agree with that. I do think, though, with AEW, honestly, if I'm Tony Khan and all these higher ups, and if there's anyone out, and I said this before, and I'll say it again before we get into the next match, I do feel like if you're AEW, if you're Tony Khan and all these higher ups, the executives, and if you want to push towards the kids, because I get it, you know what? It's all about their hardcore, smarky, dorky, smelly fan base. I get that, okay? And that's who they want to attract. But at the same time, though, you're also going to want to try to attract casuals, and especially kids. And if there's anyone on that roster that could go for the kids, I would say Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy, someone I would push towards the kids. You know what I mean? Jungle Boy needs to go back to Jumanji. Sure. He's become but listen, bro. At the end of the day, I can't stand Jungle Boy. People think he is some kind of star. He's a joke. Oh, believe me, he's a star, all right, bro. He's a star, all right. Late at night, he's a star, bro. He's at the same time, for all the stuff that we're saying, my man's winning at life, bro. Do you know who he goes home to? Need I say more, man?
My man home. You know who he rides in a car to get to home with.
Exactly. Do you know what?
And a J. And a
fucking J, bro. My man, my man. At night, he becomes Jungle Man. He literally makes her go, oh. Is that a tag team match? Them two versus Luma Season, bro. It's Jungle Fever, bro. But Jungle Fever.
Jungle Fever.
Luma Season, bro.
That'd totally work if he was dating a black girl, though.
Listen, man. The curly hair, Jungle Fever, bro. They'll try to make it work. I can't. Okay, we read that already. So now let's get into the next match. But you get what I was saying, though, guys. I hope you all understand what I was saying and all that fun stuff. Mike, what is the current poll looking like right now? If you can let me know with an update, and I just asked like 20 minutes ago, but I just want to know.
Current poll, it's 90 hell yeah fam to 10% fam. I forgot all about it. So it's 90
how many people voted so far? To tell you,
10.
Not bad. 10 people
10.
voted, not bad. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Again, guys, hit the vote in the poll that we have in the chat. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button on Twitch. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. We do also have the super chat enabled. Linked in the description box to that. It will help out the show. Leave a donation, all that fun stuff. So from there, Mike, we go on to another tag team match. Another thing too, the way they structured these matches, bro. We do. After that, we go to their tag team match. Cody Rhodes and Pac versus Malachi Black and Andrade El Idol. So basically, it's Cody Rhodes, Cody Hogan, or Cody Jarrett, depending whatever the fuck you want to call him, right? Versus basically with 3 former NXT champions.
Pretty much.
Huh? Here's the thing about it too, right? To think that in 2015, right, they were doing the fucking Stardust and Neville, and everyone thought Neville was a fucking superhero, right? Right? And, oh my god, he's a super, and they were trying to do the Stardust versus and they had Stephen Amell, I think Wade Barrett and all that stuff. I liked it though.
Yeah.
And here they are on the same team, repackaged, like off the shackles are off now, right? The fucking shackles are off and shit. But it's just one of those things where, like, bro, really? Do we really need this match on the show? Why? Because we need to have Cody Rhodes on the show that fucking badly. And imagine, let's face it, everyone in the building, and again, just watching the show. And again, I know I said I thought the show was good. And again, I still stand by that. But at the end of the day as well, there's a lot of people throughout this portion of the match were just sitting with their hands folded. I felt like.
And me included.
It's like, really? Because we needed to have Cody Rhodes on the show.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I felt no need for this match to even happen.
And I'll be real about it. I really feel, again, had the Plane Ride from Hell episode never aired on Dark Side of the Ring, bro, Ric Flair right now would be in this program, managing his soon-to-be son-in-law, Andrade. Okay, let's face it, all right? If you want to do a Cody Andrade program, go on ahead. By all means. Go for it.
Right.
But you can't tell me, oh my God, this doesn't need Ric Flair. It does, bro. This shit needs Ric Flair. I'm sorry. You can't tell me otherwise. I don't want to hear this bullshit of, playing right from it. Listen, that was 20 years ago, all right? A lot of things happened in 20 years. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Even Chief, look,
I really feel no need for this match to happen.
I'm sick of him, yes. And everything about it, people were booing Cody. He was getting booed in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it?
Jungle Boy will never be a star. He's the Dolph Ziggler of WWE. He's okay, but won't be a star. With all respect, I appreciate both your opinions. I appreciate that, man. It's all good, Sammy. You have the right to feel however you want. Big up, Heel Steven, Big Mike. Big up to you, D-Star. Cody Rhodes is at a crossroads, pun intended, wrestling or reality TV show. But to me, again, this did not need to be on the fucking show, man, in my humble opinion. And was one of those things, again, dude, which did not need to fucking happen. And what makes it worse, dude, you basically have Pac and Cody beat Malachi Black and Andrade. You literally had Pac pin Andrade in the middle of the fucking ring. If you get what I'm saying, bro. There you are, Big Mike. What happened there, pal?
Browser crash. It's all right.
It happens, bro. It happens. No one's perfect, dude. No one's fucking perfect. But you get what I'm saying, though, man? Like, you literally have them pin Andrade. Why?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but again, I do
This
feel like this needs again. If you just want to do Andrade and Cody, go ahead. But you can't tell me, bro. You can't tell me that this doesn't need it does need Ric Flair, bro. Can you imagine how quiet? I know Solomon Monster said this earlier. Shout out to him, by the way. He said this on his show. You know, I know for a fact how epic it would have been how we had a Ric Flair and Arn Anderson at ringside going at let the old guys go. Instead, you have fucking Arn Anderson doing the Glock thing and throwing a punch at fucking Jose.
Yeah. It's stupid.
It was so fucking stupid, bro. But Cody and Pac win, and where does Cody go from here? It's like, bro, at this point, just fucking retire, dude.
I wouldn't even say retire. I mean, he took himself out of the situation so bad and so early that it was like, why even be a part of this promotion if you can't even win a world title?
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
It's like you took yourself out of the situation 3 months in.
My boy Blue Homelander can't lose. I know, bro. Cody Hogan can't lose, bro. Cody Hogan can't lose, brother. He had to get the special treatment. He's the only guy with the special treatment with the opening thing on the stage. He'll come out with that American robe, which is beautiful, by the way. I'm not going to hold you. His jacket is fucking beautiful. I'm pretty sure it costs a lot of money. But, dude, like, at this point, dude, it's like, at this point, just retire, dude. What else are you going to fucking do? Just fucking retire at this point. You know what I mean? Go again, train wrestlers if you want. I know he wants to, I think, run for senator in Georgia, which is good luck to him, too. Good luck to him, too. You there, Mike, by the way? Just making sure. I thought you froze there for a second, bro. I thought you froze there for a second.
No.
But anything else you want to say about Cody and Pat? You don't? Okay, we'll move on, all right?
We can move on.
Move on, okay. We get to CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston, which I thought, again, one of the matches I was looking forward to on the show. Like I said earlier, it's like the story here behind it was great, right? They told you a good story that made you go back in time. But CM Punk was this big deal on the indies many, many years ago. He was on the up, he was on the rise, right? When he was like the king of the indies, right? At the same time, there was Samoa Joe, a Homicide, Low Key, the list goes on, right? But Eddie Kingston was still like a young boy. He was still that newcomer in the game. And that sat with Kofi, with Eddie Kingston. Kofi Kingston, Eddie Kingston, they're all probably related. I don't fucking know, okay? Sean Kingston, Eddie Kingston, Kofi Kingston. I don't know. They probably have residence. They probably have residency in Kingston, Jamaica. I don't fucking know, bro. Okay. But it just, again, everything about this, it just made you want to look into their match. Let's put it this way, bro. They had 2 weeks of build almost. And they did more of getting me excited for their match than the fucking, what's it called? Anything else in fucking Survivor Series coming up.
Yeah.
Because it felt real. You felt when they had their brawl at a fucking Rampage a couple of weeks ago, you felt that. You felt it like, wow, you literally, and then the parking lot brawl, even though it's funny, you had one of the people breaking up the brawl in the parking lot, Ruby Soho, which was funny in its own fucking way. But there was so much hype here, bro. There was so much hype in this whole thing, right? First off, Punk, I felt like picked terrible in-ring attire. Okay? And his little Muay Thai shorts and shit. Okay? There was blood. Listen, bro.
He's like the worst.
Yeah, go on, Mike. Go on. I'm sorry.
He's the terrible he has the worst attire version. It's like he's the worst version of Undertaker. Undertaker had different versions of himself with attire. It's like he went from regular shorts to the pants, to the tights, to the Muay Thai tights. And it's like
Sammy G,
terrible.
are you guys doing a Survivor Series watch along this week? I might check it out as I don't work Mondays. Big up from the UK. Shout out to you people from the UK, bro. Appreciate you staying up till late. Appreciate it. Again, being that's my grandma's like birthday, they were throwing her like a little party. I don't know. It's up in the air. We'll see. However, we are doing. If we do, we do. We're also, I guess, Mike, we're in agreement now. We're doing a watch along for the Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury fight.
We're definitely doing that.
You are aware that
That's a yes.
because of the card, right? We're gonna have to do a watch up for the entire card because there's some athletes there. I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to see fight.
Yes, this is the one. This is the one time I'm like, yes, I will watch the whole card.
Okay, so now
It's
you
happening.
guys know. Now you guys know. So with Eddie Kingston, again, even he did an article a couple of days ago, very touching regarding mental health, all the struggle that he's gone through in life. Right? It's like at the same time, Punk is winning, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like you want to see Eddie get his win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like watching a boxing fight. And I'm pretty sure you've seen like Mayweather fight numerous times, right? And on Showtime, they would do like these all access or countdown, right? And here's the celebrity, right? Here's CM Punk, this a guy that everyone loves and cherishes, right? Been gone for 7 years, but you welcome him back open arm. But meanwhile, on the other side of the coin, right? Here's Eddie Kingston, who hasn't really had the best resources given to him, right? Has gone through lots of shit in his life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here he is now, arguably in the biggest match of his career to date, right? On one of the biggest platforms, right, in his career. And I feel like they both left it all out there. Like again, I did not like that Eddie lost. I feel like, but again, at the same time, if you're AEW, you're not gonna have Punk lose, right? Not now. Which begs the question, who's losing first, Brian or Punk? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a good back and forth here, bro. These two guys went out there. Apparently we're having an issue. I hope you guys fix this issue, bro. Hope you guys fix the issue on Twitch. I hope you guys fix the issue because god damn it. It's gonna suck if we can't Twitch this shit. I hope they're trying to fix it. It's on Twitch's end though right now, so it is what it is. But to think again, all the stuff that Eddie's been through, right? He fought for the championship a year ago at Full Gear, and all that stuff as well. And it's just one of those things where again, two guys that went out there, they beat the hell out of each other, right? There was blood, right? There was blood and shit, which was okay. We're back to live again on Twitch. Okay. So, which by the way, too, the blood looked fake. Okay. I ordered a McDonald's through Uber Eats, bro. I had the McRib. The barbecue sauce on the McRib was more thicker than the blood that they were pouring out there at Full Gear.
Oh, okay.
If you
I really wasn't
saying.
paying attention to. Yeah, I really wasn't paying attention to how effective the blood looked. It was blood packets.
It was blood, but then it just dried up though. Like you couldn't really see like the gash almost. I guess the only one where I guess you saw a gash was on Hangman or Kenny, but just that, bro. Like, But when it was all said and done, CM Punk did get the win. He beat Eddie Kingston via the pinfall. He hit him with a GTS and laid him out. And a very good match, bro. I really enjoyed it. At the end, Punk wanted to shake his hand, and Eddie's like, nope. He stuck to it. I like to. Mike, your thoughts on the match, bro? Chat me up.
I don't think you want to hear my thoughts on this, but
shoot, brother, shoot.
I mean, this match was okay. I mean, it really didn't interest me. Yeah, it was brutal. They beat each other up. But at the end of the day, I really didn't get into this match. I really paid attention to this match. I didn't get into it, bro. Maybe it's because I didn't see the promos or anything weeks before. I just couldn't get into it. So it's partially my fault. So I mean, the match was okay, but if I would have been invested in the story, then maybe I would have cared. But I just didn't care.
I hear you, bro. I hear you, man. That's fine too, man. And again, but I think if anything, dude, it was probably, you can make an argument match of the night, one of the matches of the night. If you make that argument,
Okay. I mean, if I look at any of the promos from the week before and then rewatch it, maybe my opinion will change.
So from there we go on to the Minnesota street fight. The inner circle.
I told you from jump that I didn't even bother with this one.
The inner circle of obviously Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Santana and Ortiz, and Jake Hager versus the team of the Men of the Year of Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, and American Top Team consisting of former UFC heavyweight champion Junior Cigano dos Santos and former UFC heavyweight champion Andre the Pitbull Arlovsky, and one of the founders of American Top Team, the one, the only, and in my opinion, the great Dan Lambert. That a lot of you hate, a lot of you can't stand. Listen, bruh, if you can't get Jim Cornette to AEW, then you might as well get the next best option. My man Dan fucking Lambert. Awesome. Okay. Here's the thing about it, right? If you watch Rampage, like about Dynamite, the go home show, right? The Dynamite go home show for fucking Full Gear. Let me correct myself here, okay? They did this whole thing where Dan Lambert, with the assist of Men of the Year, powerbombed Jericho to the table, and he put him in the fucking walls of Jericho. And he's like, "This is the Boston Crab, made famous in 1970 something by Rocky Johnson." So again, one thing about Dan Lambert, he's a wrestling historian. He's a fan of wrestling. And people were just booing it. And he forced Jericho to tap out. So he's like, they're going to make sure that he was going to be the one to get the pinfall win. So you knew going into this that, yes, they're going to, at the end of the night, Dan Lambert, for all the shit that he said, for all the stuff that he has caused, he is finally going to get his comeuppance.
Right.
And he did. He did, bro. And I said to myself, too, like, yo, this is probably the only time in Jake Hager's MMA career that he'll ever be in the same ring with a former UFC champion. Not only that, but two former UFC champions in Jake Hager, and Junior Dos Santos and Arlovsky.
And
Dos Santos
BMF champion, or was he there? Was Masvidal?
Apparently he's hurt. Okay. Apparently he's hurt, man. His fight with Leon Edwards is no more. Just another thing too. Yeah, me too, bro. Matthew Lopez in the comment threads here. I love the Eddie tributes. Me too, bro. I loved the Eddie tributes throughout the night. We didn't mention that too, but you kind of get the idea. You know they're gonna go with the Eddie tributes here, right? So Santa does a suplex. Very well done. I'm not gonna lie to you. He goes for a fucking I think moonsault.
Mm-hmm.
Where he almost he did like a fucking a standing moonsault, right? Buddy, my man, yo, he almost landed on his head, pal. Oh man, let's put it that way. But it was all said and done, right? It was all said and done. Chris Jericho got the win with the 5-star frog splash. With the frog splash, the Eddie Guerrero frog splash. By the way, too, shout out to Rob Van Dam finally getting remarried. He got married again to Katie Forbes. Good on him, bro. Good on them. Congratulations, man. My man, another man winning at life. Another one who's winning at life. So there is that. I mean, I hope we get more of American Top Team involved. I know a lot of you don't like Dan Lambert. I don't mind him at all. I was a fan of his time in Impact. I said this before, and I'll say it again. But the Inner Circle got the win. My thing is now, what's next? You know what I mean? Which is interesting because for Sammy Guevara, he has a challenge this Wednesday on Dynamite.
And I will be watching that.
And it was a surprise. So they announced the signing of former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion, former Ring of Honor Television Champion, former Ring of Honor World Champion, the one, the only, Black Machismo. Yeah, Black Machismo. Yeah. Yeah. Jay Lethal. I'm happy, fellow New Jerseyan from my hometown in Jersey. One of my friends went to high school with him and graduated with him and shit, which is awesome, right? Again, one of those guys that you would have thought was gonna be a lifer in Ring of Honor. You would have thought after he left Impact, right, many years ago, that he was gonna be a lifer in Ring of Honor. WWE, let's face it, is not gonna pick him up. Remember, they don't want guys, in mid-30s or not. They don't want none of these Manila midgets. Remember, they want young, up-and-coming guys like Mike's favorite and everyone's favorite, Von Wagner. Hey, the great Von Wagner, pal. My guy, is Braun Breaker, man. He's gonna win the Royal Rumble.
I like Braun Breaker too. I like Braun Breaker too.
Nah, you telling me you guys love Von Wagner, man? Yeah. I'm kidding. But with Jay Lethal, man, this is good, bro. This is a good pickup for AEW. Think of the matches you can do now with Jay Lethal. Obviously, this Wednesday, him and Sammy Guevara are gonna go at it for the TNT Championship. Sammy accepted coming out of his match. But even that, just think about the matches you could do, right? You could do Jay Lethal versus Bryan Danielson, Jay Lethal versus CM Punk with special referee AJ Lee. If you get it, you get it. You know why, though? I said that, right? So many years ago, Jay Lethal and AJ Lee were an item. He basically trained AJ Lee. He trained her to wrestle. So there's that. But you kind of in all seriousness though, I hope the best for Jay Lethal in AEW. I'm pretty sure he won't be the only guy from Ring of Honor that we see make their way to Jacksonville, to TNT. Okay, I'm pretty sure Jonathan Gresham is the next one. Even though I feel like his calling is more Impact, but I would love to see Jonathan Gresham. I would love to see Shane Taylor, right, and Shane Taylor Promotions show up in AEW. I would love to see, Roxy, who's the new, Ring of Honor Women's Champion, also in AEW. Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, right, the Briscoes. The list goes on. Give me, for real, give me Jonathan Gresham versus Bryan Danielson in a pure rules match. I would say final battle, but the way things are going, that ain't happening. Okay. Yeah. Fucking Lopez says it here. I want Jonathan Gresham versus Danielson. So do I, brother. So do I. Lethal takes the title. Sorry for Sammy, but this is JF and Lethal. I don't know, though. I don't know. Yes, I agree. Lethal versus Sami.
I think it ends in DQ. I think it ends in
a draw.
Or draw.
I think you're not gonna have
or
him.
Draw.
You're not gonna have him lose right away, bro. You gotta do a draw. We'll see. But Mike, your thoughts still on Jay Lethal coming over to AEW?
Yeah. I saw this news before I even watched Full Gear. I saw the news through Ric Flair because he posted a promo where they went back and forth when he was doing the Flair impression.
Woo. Did you ever see
classic?
It live?
Classic. I never seen it live, but I've seen it years later on YouTube, and I was like, "Whoa!" I stopped watching TNA at the wrong time because that was awesome. But it's a classic moment, classic promo. So when I watched the show and watched him get introduced by Tony Schiavone, and he does the Flair Schiavone, the whole thing, which is funny. This is probably gonna make me watch weekly again. Jay Lethal.
I hope so. And I hope so.
I I am a Jay Lethal fan. I like his work, from Ring of Honor. The small time that I was watching Ring of Honor, I liked his work.
Me too. Again, dude, for me, hometown guy from my area of New Jersey. My friend's brother, let me correct myself here, went to high school with him, so he knows him and shit. A fun little fact, there's a diner where he used to work at back when he was going to high school. If you go in, right, they'll like all these diners, they got like the bulletin board behind them and shit with all these like numbers, what have you. They have an 8x10 of Jay Lethal as Black Machismo from TNA on their bulletin board. And another thing too, when I hope that honestly, bro, I hope they come when AEW again, they're gonna be here on the 5th of January, which I'm gonna be at the best arena in the country, the Prudential Center, pal. The Prudential Center.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on them to come here. Clock is ticking.
Soon, pal.
I would like it to be a pay-per-view. I would like it to be a pay-per-view somewhere in the summer where the LCA isn't being occupied. But I'm waiting for you to take my money. I'm waiting.
I'm reading the comments here as well. Thanks for Matthew Lopez, who was watching the Ring of Honor special today on Fight, or I think Honor Club, whatever. But he basically says here, Gresham is going for the ROH World Title at Final Battle after beating Brody King on tonight's Honor for All special they had on Fight and Honor Club in a banger. So there you go with that, baby. He'll be the last Ring of Honor World Champ for now. But we'll see. But I would love to see Jonathan Gresham make his way over to AEW. But the Saints
haven't seen a match of his.
Dude, you need to go when you're done with this, bro. Go on YouTube. Look, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're off the air. Let's watch a Jonathan Gresham match together.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah.
Well, I'll get myself my.
I've never seen one of his matches.
We're gonna watch some deathmatch wrestling. Listen, bro. I know I said before I am not big on deathmatch wrestling, but when I'm high, bro, oof. MDK all the way, baby. Oof. Alex Colon, my guy, bro. I'm telling you, man. Anyway. Let's get back to this, though. From there, we get the main. Not even. I almost said main event. I know there's a match I'm probably missing here, and I know it. God damn it, I know it.
The last thing we did was
you're
missing the women's match. Yeah,
the women's match. Yes, the women's match. Screw you, CBS Sports, for fucking butchering this damn thing. God damn it. The women's match, Britt Baker versus Tay Conti for the AEW Women's Championship. Here's the thing about this, okay? I literally forgot that Tay Conti was competing for the AEW Women's Championship. I totally forgot about it. Totally slipped my mind. For real, right? But when I literally remembered all shit on the Go Home show, I'm like, wait a minute, Tay Conti is getting a shot at the championship. Wow. And nothing against her, nothing against Tay Conti. I think she's beautiful. I think she has improved leaps and bounds from her time in NXT. It's a shame that they didn't have anything for her over there. It's a shame. But with that being said, I think for what she has done has been pretty good, but is it worthy of a title match? Not really. Like, I already knew going in what was going to happen. Congratulations, Tay. Congratulations. You are about to get your teeth kicked in by Britt Baker. Congratulations. That's what you've basically won when you are entering the Britt Baker sweepstakes. And as much as I think Britt Baker has improved, it's like, she can't lose that belt until she goes back to the Thunder Rosa program. And they gave you, and again, during this match, did you watch the match, by the way, bro? Did you watch it?
I did. Okay. I felt like it was a little longer than I wanted it to be, but
it was like, listen,
it was entertaining enough.
I love how, again, they try to make you believe that Tay Conti had a fighting chance. When she kicked out of that one finish, did she do like the Panama Sunrise as well? I think she did it or something. Yeah. I think it was. And she kicked out, bro. The way she was kicking out, I love the selling there. I thought it was great. But you knew going in that you know who Mama was. You know who's gonna be Big Mama there, Britt Baker. But
Yeah.
again, with her as champion, it's great, it's awesome. But the problem is though, and we're gonna get into this when Tony Khan and the whole conference call that he did prior to Full Gear, and how he cut off LJ, which we'll get into. We'll get into that in a little bit. So where does, and again, that's another thing as well from Chief. Where does Tay Conti go from here? She's basically peaked, and I can't agree more. You know what I mean? But I think for her, though, I would assume she's gonna get a shot at, I guess, the TBS title once they crown the new champion, all that stuff. But again, not a bad showing for Tay Conti. You just knew going in who's winning. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the end of the day, I want them to go back to that Thunder Rosa program. Because think about this, right? If you're Thunder Rosa, right? Yes, you're competing in the TBS title tournament. But at the same time, you realize that you had a lights out match with Thunder Rosa. My bad, with Britt Baker. In a match that you, Thunder Rosa, have won, but it's like, even though you won, the loser and it came out better than the winner. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I'm pretty sure for her in stories, like, it has to get to you. Like, how is it that it's like Colby Covington almost, right? And I'm not saying that Britt Baker is Colby Covington. I'm not saying that. We're not saying that, okay? But it's like she lost and she came out of it better than she went in.
Right.
That's the thing about it. Mike, your thoughts overall, bro?
Yeah, like I said before, man, it was longer than expected. They had some moments. Britt Baker, she wasn't gonna lose. But it's nice to see where Tay Conti has come from and how green she used to be and where she is now. And yes, she has peaked. But I wouldn't mind seeing her being the TBS champion later down the line. I think that belt in that area fits for her. I wish if there's a tournament, she should be in it.
Fair enough. So we'll see what happens with that. From there, we go on to the main event of the evening. Okay, now we got, we went through everything basically, right? Did we go through everything? Yes, we did, right?
Yes,
everything
we did.
Yes. Again, bro, damn you, CBS Sports, for not putting that match result in your fucking They basically skipped over the women's match. Damn them, man. Darn you, CBS Sports.
I mean, maybe it wasn't appealing. Yeah, maybe it wasn't appealing to them. They was like, oh, forgot about it.
Oh,
probably
shit.
never again. Maybe.
Goddamn, pal. Forgot about it. So from there, we go on.
They're probably going to say something about it on TNT. It's fine.
They're probably going to be like, oh, how dare you forget about this result? How dare you and shit. Watch, you'll see. So from there, we go on to the main event. We had Kenny Omega versus Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Championship. 2 years in the making. Now, I loved I guess, Hangman's little video package that they did where he's riding a horse in the streets of Minnesota, right? Empty streets, right? I want to believe a lot of that was green screen. I want to believe, right? Or they probably had to film that early in the morning when no one was around and shit. But I thought overall, though, it was nicely done, bro. I love that video. He's riding on a horse with the fucking cowboy jacket on and shit, and all these little clips that you see that what led to that moment, right? 4 years in the making. Again, a lot of people thought, remember this, Mike, in 2019, that, Hangman should win at All Out. He should beat Jericho. Remember people were saying that? And how delusional they were then?
Yeah. I remember vividly. We were like, no, you need somebody to make that thing prestigious first before you make a star.
I think Tay should be in the TBS Championship. I think I put her in the hunt for now. Rosa versus Baker should be a Revolution. Taven and Bennett won the tag titles in tonight's special. That's awesome. Good for them.
No, I think it's hard because, they got a bunch of women that they need to put in front Before that, what's her name? You just said Thunder Rosa before Thunder Rosa, because you still got Jade Cargill, you still got her in the mix. You know, she's probably going to be the next thing for a while.
Okay.
So you still got her in the background looming to do something. So
Looming to do something, pal. Looming to do something. I hear you, man. So the match overall, again, the story was great. Everything about the story was great. I loved it. Okay. And again, long-term booking in pro wrestling worked to a T. Worked to a fucking T.
Yeah.
You know? Again, just a good back and forth. Just a drag out match as well. Let's be real about it though. Let's tell like it is. Once you saw that new video and package of Hangman entering the ring match with the horse, you knew he was winning. You knew he was winning, right?
Yeah.
But they gave you the thought he might not win. And again, I was wondering what would happen. Like, yo, could they really? Can you think about it too? There was a lot of discussion from a lot of people within the community that, oh, it doesn't need to happen. Kenny should still hold the belt. I know Bully Ray says something on Busted Open. But I think at the same time, though, you go back to Braun Strowman, a.k.a. Care Bear, right? When he was over as Rover in 2017, 2018, right? And everyone was saying, oh, they should put the belt on him now. And they never did.
Right.
And when they did, no one gave a shit. The last thing you want to have happen with Hangman Page is that. Where people want it now and you wait again, and then no one's going to give a shit anymore.
Right.
And throughout this match, the question was, hey, would Hangman Page kick out of the one-wing angel? It didn't happen. Hangman hit Kenny with the one-wing angel and got a near fall. Got a near fall for it. Just everything about this I thought was great. Probably one of Kenny's best matches thus far, I guess, of the year. If you want to add the match with Brian, it's fine too. Again, I was there, bro. So you gotta understand, bro. I was there
but from watching from a TV, I say this was his best match and probably his best match since being champion. In my opinion,
that's fair. And then there's a ref bump, right? Like Hangman goes for the buckshot lariat and hits the referee. That Kenny puts the referee in, right? So he hits the move and shit. He does the dead eye, and he goes for the cover. There's no referee. Aubrey Edward comes out. She's running, to make the count for a near fall, right? The Young Bucks come out, and it's like you're wondering, okay, are they gonna get involved? Are they gonna really cost Hangman the match here? And you see, I think it was Matt Jackson, right? Who looked at Hangman and it's like, okay, go. It's like he wanted to cry almost. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. You can tell someone about to cry almost, like that look they have in their face. Yeah. So Hangman hits the buckshot, gets the 1, 2, 3, and beats Kenny Omega. Yeah. And the place goes unglued. That's what they want. That's what they paid money to see. Mm-hmm. They wanted to leave Minneapolis to see Hangman Adam Page walk out the new AEW World Champion.
Right.
And God damn it, they got it. In the home of the greatest coach in the history of hockey, the great Gordon Bombay. In his home, they got it done, bro. Now I heard that he's not going to be on the next The Mighty Ducks because apparently he's an anti-vaxxer, so there's that.
That show sucks anyway.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, man, the Hangman is finally champ. Time out.
Speaking of Disney Plus shows, do you know what they're bringing back?
Loki 2? Wolverine?
Oh, No, it's not. It's not a Marvel thing. It's an old show.
From
You
the
talk
old
about
Disney
it all
Channel.
the time. Yeah, you talk about it all the
Judy!
time. Yes.
Judy!
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I swear
They're
to
bringing
God,
back the Proud Family.
I want to marry. I want to marry a girl named Trudy. So every time we argue or my kid does something stupid, I yell, "Trudy, Trudy,
They're
Trudy!"
bringing back the original cast too. It's the original cast. Huh?
Oh, so it's they're making a new season basically.
Basically, it's the original. It's the original
Penny,
cast, but
so
yeah,
older. I'm assuming that they have to be older now.
yeah, they're older.
They're
Yeah,
not in college
like
though. They can't be in college. They have to be.
no, no.
You can't. After all these years, dude, come on. You're not gonna sit there and tell me that after all these.
She's like 18. She's like 18.
Okay. Anyway, we're in the comments here. But Mike, your thoughts on the match, though? Your thoughts on the Hangman, the one, the only, the Hangman himself winning the AEW World Title. He finally won the big one. God damn it, that darn Hangman.
Yeah. He won the big one. Everybody's happy. I'm gonna say another thing that people aren't gonna like.
What is it, Mike? I'm gonna give you the spotlight, Michael. Here we go.
I don't see it with Hangman. I don't understand it. I don't see his aura as a champion. I don't see it. You know, I don't understand.
Cowboy
this
shit,
is
though.
like
Cowboy shit, though, pal.
Out of everybody in that Bullet Club group back in the day when he was in it, he was one of the guys where I was like, he could be a champion, but I just don't see it. And I still don't.
Here's how I look at it. Here's how I look at it. Okay. Let me put the spotlight on me real quick. Here we go. So the way I look at it is this, right? You know, you have all these guys that were champ, right? You had Jericho, Moxley, Omega, and the Hangman, right? Well, before Hangman, it was again, it was Jericho, Moxley, and Omega, right? And I go back to this match for some reason I do. It had to be. I think it was at I think it was Fight for the Fallen or Fighter Fest of 2019, right? It was basically it had to be Fighter Fest. Yeah, it had to be Fighter Fest. 2019. It was a fatal four-way. It was Jungle Boy versus Darby Allin versus MJF versus Hangman Adam Page. And I looked at that match at that time like, okay, these four guys are your future. These four guys are going to be eventually down the road a world champion, right? And you look at, I guess the pillars, right, that MJF said a while ago of AEW is Hangman Page. There's Darby Allin. There's MJF, like I mentioned already. Sammy Guevara, right? Those pillars for AEW. It's again, you had three former champions that came in with a name, right, with a resume, and now it's time to give it to one of their own guys to get that, run with the belt. I don't think it should be a short run. I say if you're gonna have him lose the belt, have him lose the belt at Double or Nothing, at the latest. You know what I mean? We're in the year. We got a year from Everything Pro Wrestling. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? What's next for Kenny? I do hear that he's been working hurt, so he might be going to get some surgery, rest, which he deserves, bro. He deserves rest. Take some time off. Need a break, bro. That guy has been literally everywhere. Revolution. Such a dope weekend for pro wrestling. We even got Amazing Red return in his own promotion, House of Glory versus Will Ospreay too, which I did hear about. So guys, check that out probably down the road. But I think with Hangman Page though, man, listen, it was well deserved, bro. They ate it up. Now there is talk that it's gonna be Brian and Hangman. Again, there's just word going around right now that it's gonna take place probably by the time we hit January because they're moving to TBS. Fun little fact: the January 5th show that I'm going to is their first episode on TBS. Right?
Okay.
And then after, I think the Saturday is they're gonna do like these quarterly shows, the Battle of the Belts, which is their take on new subscriber. Swingnut 28. Thank you for subscribing, brother. You are awesome. Swingnut 28. Funny name. So we gotta wait and see. But I'm hearing though that's when they might do the match though with Bryan and the Hangman for the title. I don't think Hangman should have a short run. Hell no. Battle of the Belts. What do you think, Mike?
No, he shouldn't have a short run, and maybe that match will make me say, "Hey, yeah, he deserves to be champion." Maybe I'll see something. I'm gonna try my best to watch weekly leading up to that first episode of TBS. Obviously, you're gonna be there, but I'm gonna be at home. So
yeah, you might be seeing
hopefully,
me in the crowd, bro.
Hopefully then. Yeah. Hopefully by then, my opinion will change, and I see something.
It's like Mike, you wanted to burp there.
Out of those four, yeah, I did. I kind of held it in. But as far as the match, I really like the ending where the Young Bucks pretty much gave like a nod of like, yeah, go ahead, like this is all you. And then they had their little Rock Stone Cold moment from WrestleMania 19 where he was whispering sweet nothings to him to say thank you for everything he's done.
So I'm reading the comments. I'm reading here the chat, the poll. Did you enjoy AEW Full Gear 2021? 87% of you have said, hell yeah, fam. 13% of you, fam, I forgot all about it. And 0%, bruh, shit was whack. 15 of you have voted. Thank you for voting in. You guys are awesome as always. So let me get back into the chat here. People writing in here. Afternoon, fellas. Here you go. What is up? That's basically from Everything Pro Wrestling. I felt to give the special big number. I feel putting Bryan versus Paige as the first main event is smart. Okay. I feel it too big, too special, a big number. Okay. I'm flat out seeing it all here. In Australia, I rely on YouTube. Damn, all the way from Australia. What's going on, brother? It wouldn't shock me if they sneak a title event between now and January, like MJF wants a title shot. And rightfully so. I mean, again, you got to think about this. MJF won. And I wouldn't mind them going down that path again. I feel like it could lead to the Elite versus the UE. Again, that is if Kyle wants out. And the way things are going, bro, if I'm Kyle O'Reilly, bro, I'm thinking about hauling ass, pal. It's over. It's completely over. Anyway.
Imagine if they do that.
Back to Tony Khan real quick, dude. Back to Tony Khan. So Tony Khan on, I want to say Thursday, was involved in the AEW Full Gear conference call. And a lot of people were feeling some kind of way off the response he gave to Ella J. I guess she's a writer for SE Scoops. And again, the thing with these conference calls, when it's AEW and NXT back in the day, you're getting the wrestling media, right? And let's face it, today's wrestling media, it is what it is, so you're going to get all these like questions left and right, if you will, right? And it just did not make Tony look good at all. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to play the clip that everyone's been talking about. I have it here for you guys to listen as well if you didn't listen to it. So this is so the girl basically asked, will AEW have a all women's pay-per-view just like the same way that the NWA had Empowered a couple of months ago, and I guess Impact Wrestling did an all women's pay-per-view as well. So this was Tony's response. So I'm going to play it now. Again, if you listen to it already, by all means. If you haven't, you know, we're going to hear it now for the first time. All right? So I'm going to play it right now. Here we go.
Ella J from SE Scoops is next, and following Ella will be Nick
hear it, Mike?
Hausman from
You hear
Wrestling
it?
Inc. Ella?
Yes.
Hi, Tony. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm fantastic. So I had a women's wrestling question for you.
Great.
So obviously the bar, I think, has been really raised this year with a lot of all women shows and main events taking place. But does AEW have any plans or hopes to contribute maybe an all women's event of their own sometime?
So I'm gonna cut off your question right there because I don't think I get enough credit for what I did for the NWA show, because a good number of the people who wrestled on the NWA show were wrestlers I sent and paid. And so I do think I contributed because the highest paid wrestlers on that show were actually the people I paid separately when they already make an AEW to go wrestle on that show. And I don't think they did a very good job of telling people that, honestly. Even though it wasn't like the deal we did, I wish they'd told more people that, because it was one of the points I made when we closed it. Was I think it would be nice if you told people that I'm paying the wrestlers coming, because that is a big contribution for me. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So I did pay the wrestlers for that show. So I was like, it's like kind of like when you pay for a dinner and nobody thanks you. So like that was one thing. So I have really been making a big effort this year to grow and improve our women's division, and I think have made I think a lot of strides with our women's division this year as a company. We've added big free agents, and I'm really excited about what's happening with the TBS tournament right now. Among the big free agents we've added are Thunder Rosa, who came over from the NWA, of course, and Ruby Soho. And Ruby Soho coming over, it's interesting because I had a great conversation with her.
You kind of get the idea, okay? I'm not gonna keep on playing that clip, but y'all get the idea, okay? So here's the thing. Let me just put my fucking graphic here again. Goddamn. Let me put us again here. There you see us. Okay. So I remember a couple of months ago, I think it was the last takeover before the big change, right? Triple H was in the conference call, and I guess I'm not sure. I don't think it was LJ that asked this question, but the question was asked, hey, will Triple H allow talent from WWE or NXT, the women that is, to compete in the NWA pay-per-view that Mickie James was running, where she cut that promo where, hey, she wants all women, regardless of contractual obligations, to take part of this tournament. And Triple H, I'm not sure if Mike, if you remember or not, gave a response. Did you remember his response that he gave? Do you remember that?
I really don't. It's so long ago.
But he also gave his response, right? Back then, and everyone gave him shit for it. I think, again, if you're Tony Khan, yeah, it was a very, very shitty thing to do. And I think for Tony, it was one of those things that, hey, he was really caught off guard. He was caught off. I feel like he was caught off guard. Shouldn't he have said that, though? Absolutely not. All he really had to say, honestly, is sooner than later, and that's it. And then talk about, hey, talk about Ruby Soho, talk about Thunder Rosa, talk about the TBS tournament, right? Listen, for all the talk that AEW and all they do with the women are these one matches on Dynamite, sometimes we'll get two. That's true. Yeah, they can work on that. But at the same time, he did, when you think about it, right? I think the beginning of the year or so, he did do a women's tournament on YouTube. I don't know if you remember that or not. Where Evilise and fucking Diamante won. Whatever that was. But you kind of get the idea, right? But it did not make Tony look good at all. I think for Tony, he probably thought, okay, a lot of the people that he pays, the media people that he pays, right? The fucking the experts, right? He probably thought that they're gonna side with him, and no, bro. Did not make him look good at all. Not one fucking bit. To my understanding, though, it was reported also that he did actually apologize to LJ because he even realized that what he said was shitty. So I'll give him props for that. You're in the comments, by the way. Mike, your thoughts, by the way. Your thoughts. It's very cocky.
Yeah, I agree with Lopez right there. I feel like the way that he said it felt so. I disagree with you saying that he got caught off guard. I mean, it was a regularly, well-spoken question to a person for an answer. And if he felt hesitant or if he felt like he needed, credit for sending performers to an event and he didn't get credit for, I mean, even Mickie James said it. She said she didn't care who comes as long as you come. It's like there's your credit right there. You got credit for sending your talent over there. We get it. It's like you didn't need to.
But to be fair, though, bro, for all the shit that Tony's been saying, at least Impact Wrestling sent at the time Deonna Purrazzo, who was the Knockouts champion. At least Impact sent their Knockouts champion, their women's champion, to take part of this tournament. I don't recall Tony allowing a Britt Baker to take part of this tournament. You know what I mean? So there's that too. MJF is great, bro. You can see Brian Myers in his style. I love it. Shout out to Denise Salcedo. Shout out to her. Ella, not Denise. All right, Ella J, I guess you meant. God damn it. What's going on? Here we go. Shoot your question. I asked you guys again, shoot your questions. You didn't hear this. So it's awesome. I guess you first thing you heard in what Tony said. Damn, it was a little smug. This is what Everything Pro Wrestling said. I feel Tony mishandled the situation. One, he shouldn't have interrupted. Two, he shouldn't have aired his beef with the NWA with that show. He should have handled it privately. I completely 100,000% agree with you on that one. I agree with that 100%. So there's that. Also this week in the news, they, I guess, reshuffled the Survivor Series teams for, I guess, Survivor Series, which is again next week. But thank God I'm not going to, bro.
Right.
I'm happy I ain't going to this shit. I ain't going to this. Hell no, bro.
It seems like that show is gonna be
it's gonna be dookie, bro. Like, yo, it's gonna be so dookie, man. And again, and I'm not trying to crap on it. I'm not trying to come off like, oh man, you're crapping on the show. No, I just know, bro, it's gonna be so dookie right now. So the card right now, as it seems, is basically obviously Big E and Roman Reigns going at it because they're both the respective champions of Raw and SmackDown. You have Becky and Charlotte still going at it. You have the Team Raw Women's Survivor Series match. Apparently, going now for Team Raw will consist obviously of Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Zelina Vega. Friday's team will apparently now be. Let me see here. God damn, I know there was changes. I know there was fucking changes to the teams here and shit. Let me go on Wikipedia because WWE.com.
It's so funny because.
What are you saying, bro?
It's so funny because they announced this stuff on Twitter. People got angry. They was like, "Uh-oh, let's change something," and then they changed it, and their changes don't make sense. So it's like you should have just kept what you had.
Yeah, the bait and switch, bro. I agree. Team Raw, basically Team SmackDown from 6 weeks ago, basically. So here we go. So basically, we have Big E and Roman going at it, ready for the championship. Again, Becky and Charlotte going at it. Damian Priest will be going at it with Nakamura. Shut up and take my money on that one. Team Raw is basically Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina. Team SmackDown is Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Natalia. It was going to be Aaliyah, but I guess Aaliyah got booted off the team by Sonya Deville. So we'll see what happens there, man. We'll see what happens there on that one. And on Team Raw, it was gonna be originally on Team Raw, right? Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, and that was gonna be the 5-man team for Raw. But on Raw Monday, Adam Pearce said basically that there we go. Let me get Big Mike in here. What happened, Mike?
I'm sorry. It crashed again. Could you start over again? I'm sorry.
So Team Raw originally was gonna be Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Rey Mysterio, and Dominic Mysterio. But on Raw Monday, Adam Pearce was like, listen, I want Team Raw to win. Everyone's there, a former world champion except Dominic. So he wanted Dominic to defend his spot against former champion Bobby Lashley. And Bobby, of course, beat the fuck out of Dominic Mysterio. So now Bobby's taking Dominic's spot, which I am all for. Don't get me the fuck wrong. I hope Bobby beats this kid into Tuesday night. So we'll see how that goes. And on Team SmackDown, you have Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Woods, and Happy Corbin. I guess Sami Zayn lost his spot on SmackDown. So there you go with that.
Who did he lose it to?
I guess I have no clue, but I didn't watch SmackDown. I didn't watch it, but I know he lost his spot though.
They don't have the.
Yeah, bro. So there's that. There you go. Hardy defeated Sami Zayn in a match, which the loser being removed from the team. So there you go. That's how Hardy basically retained the spot while Zayn is out.
So Jeff Hardy took his spot.
No, he still has a spot, but they were both going at it, and the loser was out of the team. But it's funny.
So they haven't replaced him yet.
But apparently, though, Von Wagner was backstage on SmackDown. So there's talk that Von Wagner might be part of Team SmackDown, bro. What the fuck? Listen, if you want to push someone from NXT, why Von Wagner? Why not Solo Sikoa? At this point, or you know what? Push my guy Braun Breaker. Anyway. Lopez writes here, I wish they put higher stakes in Survivor Series like Royal Rumble spots or championship. You know what's funny? Xavier Woods actually said that in a video. Did you hear about this?
Oh yeah. What did he say?
So basically, he's like, what are we competing for? Like, how about instead, the winning team gets to compete for spots numbers 25 through 30 in the Royal Rumble, while the losing team has to compete for spots 1 through 5 in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that'll work. They're not going to give him credit on that because he's disputing money right now, so it doesn't matter what he has to say.
Kyle O'Reilly better run. Absolutely, bro. That's what I'm saying, too. He better go hear the boom.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out who Von Wagner was, and I was like, oh, I saw a picture of him, and I was like, yeah.
Bro. Ron O'Reilly run.
That was the guy who took LA Knight's place in the Fatal 4-Way, right?
Braun Breaker? Oh no, Von Wagner.
No. Yeah, Von Wagner. No, he took whatchamacallit's place, Kyle O'Reilly's place. Yeah. Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. Ooh, that's terrible. Oh, they shouldn't do that on SmackDown. Oh, I probably wouldn't even watch the show of Von Wagner being that team.
So let's move on. We'll have to wrap up in a little bit here, but you guys have questions, feel free to drop your questions in now. But also, Jinder Mahal did a rap that I didn't hear yet. So I'm going to play it now, and I'm also going to play, I guess, Top Dollar's response, okay? So I'm going to play it. You ready? I'm playing it right now.
Ice, Shanky. Ice, Shanky. Ice, Shanky. Okay. The Maharaja spits on fire.
Oh.
DJ Shankenstein, give me a beat. Please.
We're Hit Row. We love our fans. Just still shiver us. Even if we lose, we're here for the drip, the culture, the swag, the dope, and the shoes. Woo! Maharaja has more. Chickadee, check this out. Hit the road, 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 hit row, hit row. More like cringe row.
So that led to Top Dolla from Hit Row, I guess, to respond on Twitter today, or I guess yesterday or so. Trying to find what he said here, though. I'm trying to find it. Bear with me here. Let me see here. Here we go. This is basically what he said. Okay. When Jinder and Shanky made jokes about the culture and turned their hat backwards and beatbox all the things they were making fun of my culture, I literally laughed, and they know that. I responded with the track and doing the same thing in fun with the point of entertainment. Y'all in an uproar about a track that Jinder himself knew was coming. I'm over y'all flooding mentions, so I deleted. The whole point of this was for us to have a good time and what we are doing. If you think it was too insensitive, I just hope you have the same energy for my culture. I guess basically. So did you hear Top Dolla's response yet, Mike?
No.
I'm going to play his rap response. I'm going to play it. Apparently, he did have a response back for, here we go. You ready for this?
Yes.
Top Dolla.
Let this be a lesson to all of you lames. You'd rather stay in your lane than play these games. Majaraja means prince and you ain't that. The way you rap is clear, you hate rap. I state facts. Ain't you the guy from 3MB? With COVID-19, you wouldn't be an LMC. You used to be a champion, and that's embarrassing. You're arrogant. And I mean, you're clearly a hater. I'd rather rap with Heath Slater. That's the whole punchline. Yeah. I'm like Curry from Tree when I'm grilling beef. Get it? Curry beef. It must be an emergency, because if you're spitting purposely, I'm Top Dolla, your bottom rupee. If it was currency, I need a bit of urgency, because Jinder's bar sound like he never heard the beat. Speaking of beats, I need to go and run it back. What the fuck is that? Nah, for real though. Now what the fuck is that? Shanky, it looks like it hurts when you walk, and we can definitely tell that it hurts when you talk. This beef is looking like a walk in the park. Sorry, not sorry that I pulled the thread on you. Sorry to start. And now just like that cloth, y'all is falling apart. Let this be a lesson to all of you lame.
So that was basically the rap. Yo, I'm just saying, bro. Top Dolla's that guy, yo. Fuck this, yo. I love Top Dolla.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everyone's gonna like.
I
You to
mean-
think about it. Like they were just both joking around, and I thought people
Right.
took it out of context almost. Like they got mad for no fucking reason. 1 second, Mike. Carry on.
That's pretty much everything that people take out of context is everything. They take everything out of context. It's like
basically yes. Of course.
It's like, well, what are you mad about? Like the beat choice that he rapped over. I mean, of course he was gonna do that.
Like, bro, had it been in Hispanic, bro. Listen, he probably would have used Gasolina, and I would have loved it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Had this would have been Cena.
Ice
He would've
Baby,
rapped
bro.
over- Yeah.
Over Eminem, like lose yourself.
He would have did something. He probably would have used one of his old beats from 05.
Not for nothing, but that beat though was from an 05 song that I think a song that Jay-Z remixed.
Yeah.
Years ago. So what the fuck? Like again, bro, people are just too fucking sensitive to shit, bro. It's for real.
Too sensitive.
Too sensitive. But also on SmackDown this past Friday, and again, I saw the clip. Roman Reigns went up against Xavier Woods, and I guess the crown was on the line or something like that, and disqualification. But basically, in this match, at the end of it, they beat Xavier so bad that they basically took the crown and they placed it on Roman. Do you see the photo, by the way, of Roman with the crown, dude? Badass
video.
badass, fucking badass, dude. That's basically, bro. That's me coming out of a Burger King at 2 a.m. after a fucking house party, dude.
But I feel like they did that on purpose, man.
You think?
Because of what Xavier Woods is going through right now.
I know.
I feel like they did that on purpose.
In case you guys don't know, apparently there's an issue regarding Up, Up, Down, Down, where apparently WWE owns the channel.
Right.
But Xavier, and I guess many people feel that Xavier is not getting compensated as he deserves. And I can agree. Listen, man, when you put so much work into something, you deserve to be compensated. You deserve to be rewarded for your efforts and your contributions.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, I hope that shit does get settled, but have you, or, you know, we'll see. We'll fucking see what happens here, you know? But there's that. Mike, anything you want to chime in on that real quick?
No, I'm good.
Okay. But yeah, maybe that's like a punishment. Hey, pal, you know. Anyway, he gave them 2 million followers. I agree with that, man. Cena of 03 would have never made it today. I can agree. Bro, can you imagine Top Dolla on Freestyle Friday back in the day on 106 in Park?
Yeah, I know. Facing Blind Fury.
Or facing Jin? Bro, Jin would have smoked this guy, yo.
I don't know about that.
Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. Speaking of which, before we wrap this up here, this happened in New Japan. New Japan, as you know, they were actually in California literally last night, and this happened, bro. After it was I think it was a match between Moose and Juice Robinson. If I'm wrong on that, I'm wrong on that. But the former Bronson Reed, the former Jonah Rock, now known as Jonah, showed up, had a stare down with Moose, and then he basically attacked Juice Robinson and David Finlay. And he made his mark. He started his promo, you know, that the shackles are off. Here's the thing about it. I hate when people say that shit. The shackles are off. And like, bro, we get it. You're free. And listen, I hope for him nothing but the best, dude. Nothing but success, dude. I really, really do. I want to see this guy succeed. So now he's in Japan, part of New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm all for it, dude. You know, give me Jonah versus Tomohiro Ishii. Give me Jonah versus Hiroki Goto. Why not, bro?
Anybody at this point.
Give me Jonah versus fucking Okada. Ooh, bro. Listen, being that Jonah's a big guy, bro, he's gonna make a lot of money in Japan.
Yeah.
Shit, he'll make the bag in Japan, bro. And I'm all for that. Also, Jonah will be on NJPW Strong Tapings on Monday. Jonah versus Cobb. Ooh. Hey, pal. That's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one. Also in the news, I'm sure you heard about Keith Lee. He posted a statement on his birthday claiming that he had to pay all his medical bills. And WWE issued a statement saying that what he's saying is false. So that's kind of a little thing back and forth to really keep an eye on, if you will. But I wish nothing but the best for Keith Lee. It's a shame that it didn't, you know, how stupid they did not see us. I don't know why they didn't see it in him, but, you know, it's dumb. It's fucking ridiculous. So there's that. I think we basically covered everything, right? I know Kevin Owens turned heel on Raw. Basically, he attacked Big E after the Owens and Rollins. Again, it was a fun match, all the fuck you want, but it was just one of those things where, okay, they added an account out because Owens bumped into Big E. And backstage throughout the entire night, Kevin Owens wanting everyone to trust him. They needed to literally play the fucking old theme song of Jake Roberts. Trust me, and all that shit. But there was that. Anyway, we'll see how things play out because remember, his contract is running up soon. So who's to say, you know, hey, if you're WWE, let's get one last heel run, one last title match, and then send him off to, you know, AEW. Can you imagine though, bro? Dude, the day before his contract runs up, they release him. Can you imagine, bro?
Yeah.
How fucked up that would be? Think about it, dude. You're like one day away from being free to do what the fuck you want. And then WWE, on the day before, they let you go. And now you have a 90-day non-compete clause, bro.
That I can see WWE doing that, to be honest with you.
I hope not.
That's how petty they are, and that's how petty they've been with releasing people.
I know. So that's basically what we have today. Anything we probably didn't mention, other than the fact that I had sushi on Friday and I watched Eternals. Yeah, man. Not a bad movie. I know that Home Alone came on Disney Plus, which I'm curious to seeing. I'm curious to seeing this version of Home Alone. I heard
what is this, the 7th movie?
But I guess it's remade. I guess in it is Kenan Thompson and all that shit. So yeah. I'll give it a watch. I might do a review on it. I don't fucking know. But regarding this week, shit, man. I go back to work this week. So vacation time is over. But I might do a prediction. Probably I might record a video. Because my work schedule this week is busy. I'm off tomorrow, then Tuesday I go back to work to both jobs. So but regarding a watch along, I don't know yet because my grandma's birthday. We're going out to eat. Depending what time we come back, I might have one set up. And if I do have it set up, we'll just go live. We'll just go live from there. Okay. It'll probably be a late watch along. We'll see. We are doing a watch along to Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. For those of you that are asking, yes, we will be doing a live watch along for
What's
those
the
fights.
date on that as well?
December 18th.
Okay. All right.
So we're doing.
I thought it was this Saturday. Okay.
We're doing it.
Okay.
So there's that too. Yeah. Anything else make you want to say before we wrap this up? Put a bow on this one.
No, man. It was a very good show tonight. So let's end it on a high one.
So after this, me and you are gonna go off the air and watch some Jonathan Gresham matches.
Yeah, we can do that.
On the
At
internet.
least one or two.
Matt Lopez, if you can you DM me on Twitter some Jonathan Gresham matches I could watch without having to subscribe to anywhere? If you can, awesome. But that's what we're gonna do. So there's that. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I don't know how you feel about this. No, not yet. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that yet. But we're gonna watch some Jonathan Gresham matches off the air and all that stuff, and let Mike see what AEW could possibly be getting in the octopus and all that stuff. So that's gonna be it for us. Want to thank you all for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. Listen, I get 2,000 subscribers, dude. 3 more subs. I'm doing a giveaway. Once we hit 2,000 subscribers, dude. Ladies and gentlemen. So let's get to it. 2,000 subscribers and the next giveaway happens. Okay. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven and all that fun stuff. Check me out there. Instagram. We did watch along for you 268. Also last week, I'm doing a Q&A. Thanksgiving Thursday, live on the air. If you want to send your questions, if you go on the video archives of this channel, you'll see this thumbnail. Click on the video in that comment threads of that video. Submit your question. 3 questions per person. Ask whatever the fuck you want. And on Thanksgiving Thursday, I will come on the air. Might be high. We'll be full. And I'll answer your questions. All right. And a lot of fun stuff. Big Mike, let them know where can they check you out, bro.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Detroit Gamer 313 and on Instagram at Detroit Big Mike 313.
And we want to thank you guys also who were in the chat. You guys kicked ass today, and I appreciate that. We appreciate that every single week. All right. We did also a watch along to Survivor Series 91. So there's that too. Go give that a watch when you get a chance. All right. That's going to be it for us, guys. Again, you guys are awesome as always. But again, the Hangman finally did it, y'all. I'm happy for the guy. I know all of you guys are as well. All right, guys, we are out of here. Peace out. Take care. Bye, everyone.